Cha-ching.
Good morning, good evening, ladies, gentlemen, Palmy Army, Marto and Tone. But before I say Marto and Tone, I should be saying the King and the Prince. Don't know which one the King is, don't know which one the Prince is. You two gentlemen can fight that out. But with winners galore last week and continuing form, I bow to you both, as the whole army do. Gentlemen, how are you?
Pretty
Oh, I'm
good,
well.
pretty good, Tash. Yeah.
Yes, very well.
Marto.
Thanks, boys. Always a pleasure for you to have me. Um, no, it's been a good week. It's Mother's doing well. The weather's cooled off here in Cairns finally, so it's livable again. It's beautiful here in paradise.
So I'm just curious.
You're always curious.
Yeah, you have to be in life. Marco says Marco's doing well. So you now actually talk about yourself in when the third person or first person or whatever person. Does that mean that you've taken my pun of royalty to that length already? How quick did you adjust?
Quick. How long have we been doing this? It's taken a while, but yeah, I guess all those bad habits rub off, don't they, Tone?
Well,
There we
well
go.
done.
Only the greatest talk about themselves in the third party. We all know that. Hey, Taz.
I never talk about myself.
No, never, ever.
No, I don't.
No.
I don't go out and say, "Oh, well, Tassie wins again," or Tassie goes bang by myself.
I'm sure if we went back to the post, then there'd be a few there, wouldn't there, Tone?
Oh,
Maybe not as much
there
as
might
what
be
I've
some
been lately,
back
but
there.
yeah, you've got to give yourself a rap. If no one else is going to speak up, then you speak up, and they get all get around you.
No, they don't. This is
Yeah, they do.
no, they
Trust me,
don't.
they do.
They don't. They
Mate,
won't.
my phone goes off on a Saturday. It goes nuts. I get my breaks on a Saturday and I work, and it's a ping, a ping, a ping, a ping, a
Who's,
ping.
who's messaging you?
All my fans, mate. All three of
Where?
them from
Well,
everywhere. There's
you
one here in
do
Cairns. I got one in Melbourne, and there's another one over in Perth. There's another one over in the UK.
you do realise though, Marlo, that unless you respond to the message, it does just keep pinging. So it could be the same one message that you haven't picked.
No, it's not. No, they know I'm busy. They send me one message, say thanks for the tip, Marto, and I always send them one back saying something like glad you got on or happy to help out and just doing my best for you. But yeah, they get around us. There's always a message here and there for you boys as well, and wrapping the
Yep,
Palti
yep.
up.
So
We are a team here at Palti. We all win together, not just as one.
no, it is nicely well said. Now, Tone, you've gone back to back. Are you going to put a picket fence up now for a change? Is that what's going to
The
happen?
pressure's on,
Oh, I'm looking for it because my new system's
isn't it?
working.
What's that?
Big winners.
Supposedly good jockeys on good horses. I just wiped that out. You know, you don't get on with Billy Egan. Ethan Brown's a criminal. You wipe them
Oh,
out. You wipe what they're on,
you
Right.
know,
and there you
EB's
go.
won
Blake
six
Shin
Group
is
Ones,
sort of
don't you?
half a criminal.
Yeah.
You know, it's working for me. Good horses with
Oh.
honest jockeys.
Well, I
I
do.
tell you what, you'd be a hard man to go against Blake Shin right now. He's hit a bit of form lately,
Well,
but it's about
Yeah, yeah,
time. It is about time, though.
it is. He's had a bit of a bad run, hasn't he?
well, let me say
They
this.
all have.
I do expect then, Tone, when you're putting your tips through tonight, to tell us all about the good jockey that you've got on the good horse that you tipped. All right. But Marno, when he tells us about the
Yeah,
criminals that we've picked, tell him about the good form they're in. So,
100%.
so it is episode 49 AC.
49. We're almost got the 50. Oh, will
We
we
have
make it?
almost
Jeez.
got 50, which means we've almost gone a year without the kind man.
Yeah, Sab.
So, here we go. Episode 49 AC. We're not punching Lane and we're not cool Jakey this week. We're definitely not last week because it folded up like a deck of cards. Tone,
Mm.
I'm going to start with Marto. because I think Marto
Yes.
first kick-starter. So, Marto,
Really?
all
I
about
went in race 2, so I wouldn't be the first this
Oh,
week.
it's
But I'll
not.
tell you what,
Sorry, it's not. No, then hold off, Marto. It's Tone that's race. Your race too. Forgive me, I got it
there
wrong.
you go.
Tone, tell us what
Come on, mate.
you're doing.
Geez, don't fall off your seats. I know it's very rare that I'll pick something in the first race, but
It's not race
it's
3.
okay. it's partly a case of backing up. And I've gone to Gosford Race 1, number 6, Mad Darcy.
Oh,
Who's on it?
Oh, so
Who's on it? Who's the good jockey?
Jay Ford.
Oh,
Jay Ford is not a criminal. He can ride winners in the country, he can ride winners in the city, and he doesn't pull them up like Ethan Brown does. He's a
I
criminal.
know.
But
100% agree. Yes, Jay Ford is a good jockey.
yeah, so Jay Ford's on board. Now, I did watch this race a couple of times, and I read the stewards' reports. Now, I did get into a little bit of trouble there last start. It couldn't get a real clear run. Jay Ford sticks. He does. I think he's ridden it quite a few times actually. It's got a good draw. The distance and the race conditions suit, and I'm going to go heavy on the place, but I'm going to go top 4. You get about $2.40, $2.50 for top 4. Oh, of course, I'm going to back it for the win as well.
Here. There's a lot I can help with.
Sorry, guys.
And who's that?
It's Google Assistant trying to help me out.
Is it? And it's
Carry on, Tone.
smallish. I think in a smallish field, it's a big chance. So I think it's well worth another crack at the odds.
why not? So, Marto,
Yeah.
Tone's going to race 1. You're going to follow him into race 2, if I'm right.
Yes, I am. Yes. I'm actually gonna back you in the first one, Tone. I do like Mad Darcy. I think it found a bit of bad luck last start. And Sunrise is not a bad horse to run behind either. So good form coming into that race. But I'm going to race 2, also at Gosford, expecting the track to stay wet and a soft 7. Not sure how that's going to play, but the breeding behind Saquista is D'Argento, and he was okay in the wet, so I'm hoping she pulls up all right in the wet as well. No pun intended. I hope she's not pulled up. We got Tyler Schiller on. We're barrier 9. She's run on behind Tempted, who then placed in the Golden Slipper. Very, very good form. The handicappers backed that up by giving this little filly top weight in a field full of colts. So, she brings class to this. I think the 240, 250 is about the right price. Barrier 9, Tyler Schiller on again. Let's get ourselves off to 2 big kickstarters. Taz, what do you got for us?
I'm actually going to the Gold Coast, so it's like I found
On the Gold.
It's for me. It's a bit like you know how the good trainers send their horses up in the winter to the Gold Coast. It's a bit like me in the winter. I'm up there looking for the horses. So I have gone to race 2, number 2, a horse by the name of Metal Art, where M Rod is sticking fat with it. Now, this horse has had 10 starts. It's won 6 and been placed 3 times. M Rod has ridden this horse 7 times for 6 wins and a place.
Yep.
I think we just win. It is first up. It does handle the wet. It does handle the good. It just handles it. Looking at this, the only concern that I have is there is a little bit of speed on. And there's a few horses that are going to want to push forward. And if it becomes a bit of a speed battle, there's one from my favourite trainer in Tony Gollan called John Rambo that he set it up for. Now, it's 1-2 from 2. It will get back and it will look to get home. But I think that it's not going to be a speed race. And I think that Metal Art, who comes into this with 61.5 kilos, should be able to be on the speed and blow them away. Should be in the finish. That's where I'm.
100% agree with you. Also with the danger in John Rambo, but Metal Art was going to be my Kickstarter before Taz jumped in before me. So we do line up on this one, Taz. We
Nice.
both have very big wraps on it.
So there
And
you
are we
go.
looking at the Quinella? Quinella with the
Well,
other one you mentioned, Dad?
Yeah,
Well,
look,
John Rambo's definitely in the top 3, yes, but Metal Art just wins this.
yeah, look, and I think so too. See, my only concern is I just don't want it to become a real, where they just all go forward and they just fight. The ones from the outside that wants to lead, and then the one on the inside wants to push up. But I still think that M. Rod Michael has ridden this horse enough times to know where to go. Like we've drawn, I think the 3. If they're going to really go out for it, I think we can just sit off them if we need to, and not get sucked in. And I'm banking on his experience to get us over the line on a horse.
Yeah.
Only missed the placing once.
A horse that loves the soft track. I mean, 4 from 4 on the soft track, and young Rod, his I'm just looking now. He's won 6 from 7.
That's what I mean.
The 1200 won't be an issue after winning on the sunny coast at the trip. So yeah, let's go 3.
Well, there we go. They're the 3 Kickstarters. If we can, we will Kickstart us. If not, I'm sure we'll get a kick in the groins at some point. Hopefully.
Well, Meatloaf said 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
Well, Meatloaf did say it, but I'd prefer to eat Meatloaf than listen to his music. But anyway, as in the Meatloaf. Did you used to have a meatloaf?
must be looking
when you were a kid in Tassie, Tony?
Sorry?
Did your parents ever cook up a meatloaf and stuff like that when you were a kid in Tassie? Was it a good Australian dish?
Oh, meatloaf. I don't think I've ever eaten meatloaf.
What about you,
Honest,
son?
Taz? Huh?
Yeah, mate, we lived on it as kids. It was always a Friday or Saturday night special. A
Yeah.
meatloaf. Throw everything together, a bit of veg in there, and chuck it in the oven, bake it up.
Yeah, it's something that I guess coming from an ethnic background, I didn't mind a bit of meatloaf. But anyway, that is that. Now,
I liked his music too,
stuff
I got
is
some of his albums.
music. Mate. Now, a couple of things. I know that there's Premier Racing in the City of Churches, and there's the Goodwood.
Yep,
Have you guys had a look at that race? Because
certainly did.
we will
Yes.
we'll have a look at that race specifically. It is the Adelaide Racing Carnival, and I know that they then venture up to, they head up to Queensland and stuff, but the Goodwood is a big race. And we do see the return of the kick. Now, is it
kick? Is it good enough?
I don't know. Are you going to be on it?
I'm not jumping on at that price. Hell no.
Are you going to be
$2.25? No.
Tony, are you going to be on?
It's the class horse of the field, but I don't. After what it was like last prep, I wouldn't back it. No, and it's too short. Yep, exactly.
Close to the Everest.
So
before he broke down.
So basically,
yeah,
this horse is going to start $2.50, and the three of us are not prepared to back it. Does that make it a late PALTI?
No, I'm just saying. I'm going to say before you go on with that, I'm going to say he can win. I just wouldn't be taking that. It was $2.25 now. I just think it's too short with so many queries and question marks about him.
Yeah,
we don't know if he's come back yet.
His trial was all right though, soft trial.
Yeah, okay, but this is race day, and it was a soft trial. Yes, it was okay. It wasn't great.
Yeah,
got one of my favourite jockeys on it in Zara. I do like Zara.
Yeah, well, that's a positive.
You know,
he's not a crook, is he?
He's not a crook. No, he's
not
straight down the line, Taz. He's all right, Mark Zara.
But yeah, we had a look. I did have a look. I don't mind Charmstone backing up if it can hold form, but I do like one down the bottom at double figure odds. Generosity coming over from Western Australia. Ran third in the Quokka behind Headwall and the Screaming Home Joker's Grim with a feather on its back. He ran third behind those two. Lucy has come over, followed this horse over into the Goodwood. There's a lot of South Australian form that's a little bit average. Like I said, we don't know what Giga Kick's going to do. Can Charmstone hold its form? I just have a little bit each way on Generosity, number 11 in the Goodwood. I think it's going to be in the right spot, and Lucy knows this horse very, very well, carrying 52.5 kilos, absolutely nothing on its back.
Well, I didn't go that far because I stopped it where I thought I needed to stop. And I think this horse
As
is
you do.
way overdue.
Right,
Stretton,
reserve.
Stretton
Oh,
Angel wins the Goodwood. Whoops, I've frozen. Gents, what's happened to us?
there, mate.
No, you're right there.
Whoop.
Stretton Angel.
Stretton
Yeah.
Angel. You froze there for us a tick. And my connection is unstable. This is not good. But anyway, can you still hear me?
Yeah, we can
Yes.
still hear you.
I
It's
don't
us
know.
that's freezing. It's-
Do you reckon that the world is just
We've still heard you all the way, mate.
yeah, do you reckon maybe because I've tipped Stretton Angel that it's like
You've
world's
cracked the world.
the internet is shocked
Okay, yeah.
by it. So that's my
Look, it's not without merit. It's definitely somewhere in my numbers, but I think it's a lot more open than just Giga Kick wins. I really do.
how do I Tone? Do you have anything that you like in it?
Oh,
We get onto the
I
main
have. We're all over the place like a bloody unlicensed dog. I've gone for
That's an
number
open race.
3. Sticking with Climbing Star.
Climbing Star,
Climbing
Yeah, you can
Star.
win too. Yeah.
Big chance.
definitely.
It's trained by the Criminal Stokes, and what's his name? Tommy is it? Tommy Stockdale's on board. He's an honest jockey too. So yeah, 19 skins. I'll take the 19 skins each way and go the top 4 as well in this race. Yeah.
Well, my little lady, she's had a look at this race. I said, look, you got to put something out there. I'm going to put $5 on for you. And she said, I like the name Volcanic Express because it's by a trainer who's called Dr. Jolly, Dr. Jolly. She said, he sounds pretty happy. So I'm going to have $5 on him at 50 to 1.
Well, there you go.
I'll tell you something about that Volcanic Express. If there's a lot of speed on in this race, it's going to get back.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, this horse can fly.
Exactly right.
So
I stopped laughing when I read up on it.
Yeah, don't be
Trust me.
surprised to see it screaming down the outside. Definitely a knockout chance.
Mate,
I
if
have,
he wins, I've got to give her $300.
what
50 to 1.
Are you carrying the 5, are you?
Yeah, of
Well,
course.
I'd be
Yeah,
putting if I was you, I'd be putting $2 on just to save yourself, just in case. Now,
Well,
The
can I
five is
just
on.
add something there that they put the
it's cutting out on me, Tone. I don't know what's going on. My internet must be playing badly. Can you guys hear me still?
If there is speed on, I said I stopped laughing when I read up on it.
has it frozen?
It's not me. I'm seeing everything here. I'm hearing everything.
Okay.
You got me? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It might be Tones or mine's, but occasionally you guys are cutting out. So we're going to have to make it a bit. We're going to speed it up a little bit because I don't know, to be honest. In any case, this is what they all want. We want Tone's hat trick. So Tone, let's get you going first. Hit us up.
The hat trick.
Come on, Tone. 3 from 3. Build
Let's
that
go.
fence, mate. Where we going?
Tell us
Can I
all
build
about it.
that fence this week? Okay, what have I gone for? I've gone for let me have a look.
In race 5.
Yeah, race 5, number what is it, Tess?
Don't know, but I know the name.
Race 5, number 10. Now I don't know whether I'm
Whereabouts?
piggybacking one of this
Caulfield.
is at Caulfield race
Caulfield.
5.
Right.
Number 10. I might be piggybacking Mardo here. I'm not sure. Grid Girl. $10 to win, 340 the place when I last looked. Now it's racing back in city class. And once again, we've got an honest as the day is long jockey on, very experienced. Harry Coffey's on board. He's behind the wheel. I think it's fairly weighted here. It's got a good draw. It opened at 13 skins. It's into about 10s now, I think.
Yep.
Last start, it came home hard, was held up in the straight, but finished off well. So that's what I'm pretty confident can win on Saturday for me TT.
Yeah,
And I
well,
hope
there's another one in here going for a hat trick, and it might be making a serious statement.
Oh,
But Grid Girl has to be in your numbers too, definitely. And you've got great value about this horse. Everything you said is 100% correct, and definitely a chance in this race.
Now,
it is a tough race, though, Marto, isn't it? It is a tough race.
Marto, you know how you say everything you said is 100%. Do you honestly believe that, or do you think everything you said is about 80%,
Taz,
and your
I'm
20% is what you know?
Taz,
Yeah.
Taz, I'm just trying to be nice because I didn't listen to what he said.
Yeah.
I was waiting for him to
Think of
mention
that.
serious statement as a threat.
Serious statement will want to lead though, won't it?
It will. It will.
Yeah. So it'll be interesting because what is it? It's Caulfield the Heath. So it depends how it's going to
No,
run.
it's not Caulfield Heath. It's the Caulfield track.
Oh, it's the Caulfield track, is it? Oh,
Yeah,
then
just back to
it
Caulfield,
might suit,
and
might suit them a bit
rails
more.
out 4 meters. So yeah, it's probably going to play fair.
Yeah.
You got Extreme Virtue goes forward. Serious Statement probably sits behind that one with Pariah Girl. But yeah, Grid Girl's going to be thereabouts at the end.
Well,
Definitely thereabouts.
Well, I'm going to go next because mine's also at Caulfield, and I'm at race 6.
Oh,
And I'm backing up on a horse that I had a few dollars on last time when it went over to Adelaide.
Oh, does it owe you?
Conchi Aero. It doesn't owe me a lot, but I think
Right.
it's run in South Australia. You can pretty much just forget. It did fail, but admittedly, after a vet test, it was determined that it was lame. So
Right.
this horse will jump and go forward. It's stepping back in distance into 1600 from 1800, where it failed in Adelaide. Prior to that, it
Yep.
had 2 wins, I think, in a second.
That's true.
Jet Stanley is on it. It had a trial just late in April, which it won at Bendigo with Jet on it. Jet keeps the ride. He's won on it before. It will likely push forward. And I think when we do, we could probably dictate terms. I know that there's a horse in there which people are thinking it's quite progressive in Mary Eliza, and she is definitely the danger. She sort of probably maps to sit behind us, but I'm just thinking I'm going with the Waterhouse Bot combination because if you disregard the failure in South Australia, and that was a decent race, by the way, if you disregard that race, and this horse was just coming in from that race, it would be probably shorter. But you're getting the $5.50, I think, because of the failed run in South Australia. So for me, it is
Yeah, for sure.
And I think that if the track does sort of tend to have a little bit of a leader's bias, just a little bit, yeah, I think we're going to be really hard to catch.
Yeah. What you got any respect for Narbold in this race? Sort of found out with condition last start when it presented to win.
Yeah, but it was scratched, I think, midweek as well.
Yeah, for this.
Yeah, I know. I saw
it's
it.
going to be fitter for its last run. It's going to be peak fitness. I just thought that was a little bit over the odds at around $10, but definitely Concierto has to be in your numbers. Like you said, excuses last start, but very, very good form before that.
That's it. So that's me now, Marto.
Yeah.
You're going not to Caulfield, and that's why I've left you there because you're going where you love going, and that is New South Wales. So tell us all about yours.
Yeah, I think the one I gave you was in the last at Gosford, wasn't it?
Yep.
Gosford race 10, number 4, Memoria. Memoria. Got 60 kilos on Benny Osmond with a very good claim of 2 kilos. Jizzy's riding well, this Benny Osmond. Love this horse, love this girl in the wet, and very, very much a winnable race over this trip at 1,200 meters. Benny, it's everything just points to yes. She should be spelling. This is her, 6th run in her prep, but they've been nice space runs, and she just keeps putting in. She's had 2 wins. She's had a 2nd and 2/3 in the prep so far for 5 runs. But a very, very strong win last start at Caulfield on the soft track to get over, Pajanti, which I think is good form for this. I think we're going to see another very... Chris Lees.
All right, because the only knock I have is it's not Bjorn in the last.
No, it's not Bjorn in the last. He's sort of starting to fade off into the sunset just a little bit.
Okay.
He's had his time in the summer. Now it's into the autumn. It's sort of he can't keep the horses up forever. He has done very well to keep him up as long as he has, though. No,
Mm,
no
yeah.
disrespect there. But, yeah, he can't keep him up forever. Does he have one in this race?
No, I don't know. I just sort of.
I don't think he's
I
in
just-
the last, is he?
yeah, I didn't have a real good look at the race. I'll be honest. I was a little bit.
Yeah, I just thought
Any-
Memoria was over the odds and very, very good value. I'd put her around a $5 chance, so I'm happy to take the $8.59.
Who's on
Take
board,
her as an
Marto?
each way. Benny Osmond, mate.
Oh, yeah, he's all right. He's all right.
He doesn't ride.
He's all right.
He
Yeah,
rides.
he's all right.
Do you like him?
He's ridden Memoria for 11 wins or places out of 13 rides. So yeah, he's riding all right.
He's all right. He doesn't pull him up, see?
I
There's a
don't
big
mind him.
difference,
He's an honest apprentice, and he's bringing the full 2 kilos in. Memoria in the wet after last start win, I just thought was bid quite well over the odds. We got a few scratchings here, which is good for us. Bring us home in the last with a $10 winner. What are you getting? You're going to get about 250, 280 the place if you take it each way for the each way putter.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that. Or just I think with all our bets, they're all each way. So realistically, if you went, $2, $2, just the place for the 3, and we get them
Yeah,
home,
there you go.
you're still
You
getting
got 8-1, haven't you?
1. That's right.
There you go.
Yeah. Which isn't
Yeah.
bad going. But Tony just throws his little monkey on at 500, 5 by 8.
Oh, yeah, right.
That's that'll pay for his trip out to the Gold Coast.
Well, he's leaving. He's coming here next Wednesday, right? So
Yeah.
what I always say is, what's the difference, right? Tone, all you got to say to the wife is, honey, when I put the 500 on, what's the difference if we spend $5,500 on our holiday or $6,000? You know what I mean? There's no difference.
No difference. Yeah, right. Yeah.
So
Well,
now I know I have been looking for my sneaky black bookers here and there, and the last
Ooh.
one now. I had that Vorez, and then I had that Chiba, the 1.8 mil. I mean, look, I got on at $4, and I kid you not, I got on at $4. It started and it paid, I think, $1.85, but there was only like 4 horses in it. With deductions and everything, I still got better than the $1.85.
Yes.
And really, at the end of the day, a win is a win. Do you know what I mean? And you guys,
That's right. That's right.
And
that's why I always
actually,
say, guys, sometimes it's better to get on early or just take that top fluck.
yeah, 100%. I agree.
When we're looking at Thursday night, there's going to be deductions for the next 2 days, especially with wet tracks around.
Well, I've actually got 2 again. Well, this week I've got 2.
Here we go.
So I don't know the prices, but I expect one of them will probably start favourite. That's my gut feel. And the other one I've got no idea, but my gut feel tells me She's Ours, which was scratched from Eagle Farm on Wednesday for an Ipswich race 5, number 10 at Ipswich over 800, which is just a jump and run. Now this horse last prep first up was placed in a stakes race. It's only, I think, had 4 starts, and I think it's been 1 and missed 1. Don't know what price it's going to be. Wouldn't be surprised if it's favourite. Have a look at that at Ipswich. And I've got another one at Ararat that has come up out. Yeah, Black Book. I mean, these things happen. It's called New York Scandal. And it's a 5-year-old that is probably harder to catch than a mother-in-law on a fishing line.
Right.
It is super hard to catch. It's had 3 starts from about 30. I think it's ready to go. It's the time is right. That's what I put. It drops in class at Ararat, and it's in race 7. It's trained by Aaron. Is it Aaron Lang? I think it is, or Robbie Lang's son. Anyway, I don't know what price it's going to be, but they're my 2 black bookers. Hopefully, people watch the show, and whilst they see my slides and my tips, and sometimes I don't get those right all the time. Of recent, I've been very inconsistent, but I have been able to throw in a couple of sneakies like this. So, gentlemen, they're my 2. Have you guys got any hidden treasures for the watchers of the show?
I've got one. Well,
Yeah.
it's a backup. And it's in your neck of the woods, Taz. Actually, it's Morfettville Race 6, number 1, Air Assault, about $13 and $3.60 the place. And I'm backing up. Yes, it's top weight, and it's drawn wide. They're the two things that put me off not making it the TT. But I'm going to back it anyway because I've backed it before.
What price?
Air Assault has the speed to get over
Yeah.
from the wide draw, mate.
Who's the jockey? Do you know?
Get across.
Is it who?
I
Definitely.
think it's Stubby Holder. I
Okay.
I haven't got it here.
Well, you love a stubby.
yeah. I think it's Stubby Holder. I didn't write that down for some reason.
Look, it's had a couple of runs in. It hasn't been too bad. So I mean, it's
Yeah.
I think it's a listed race or a stakes race that it's running in. But Air Assault definitely, Marta, you're right. Can get to the front and can dictate the terms. So yeah, why not? You,
I
Marta?
don't think it's without merit. I'm looking at the Gold Coast Guineas. I'm a little worried about this big bath that it's gone for. It started around 11s and it's gone out to 16s. Gold Coast Guineas, race 6, number 1, Bosasto. Annabelle Neesham trained it. Went over to New Zealand and ran on behind Here to Shock, who won the Group 1 over there. Ran second, come back and had a spell. I think she's been waiting for wet tracks to run it on again. Definitely going to leave him there for the Queensland Carnival. First up, but I don't know. I thought he would have been a bit better supported. Definitely classes above this field with Emirate very, very dubious. We're not sure what sort of horse turns up on the day with Emirate, but at Emirate's best, it can win. But I just think Bosasto's a little sneaky at $16.
I think you might be onto something here because Vale, the great man Peter Bosasto, who passed last week, awesome to watch footballer at the Carlton Football Club, who then went back to Western Australia probably before his due time, and he just has passed just a recent. This could be one of those ones where it just wins for the sake of the name. You know how sometimes you hear of these things. Oh, the owner had it and he was sick and then he passed.
Yeah.
Yes.
Growing Empire Classic.
So,
well, it is only Thursday night too. They might start to put the coin on tomorrow. I
don't know. It's just I don't know. I just thought I thought it would have gone the other way in the odds. Being in the wet and first up over 1,200. They're all at set weight, so there's no handicap here. You're running at even weights. I don't know. Like I said, I think it's a bit sneaky. $16 for me, if it does run, is well over the odds.
No, perfect. Now we're down to our last minute and a half, and I am sure that you've all got something for us, a special little zinger or something.
I'm sure Marta has. I haven't got one tonight. I'm sorry. I'm struggling today.
Are you going to be joining us again this week as well?
I'm going to be here every week, suffering your jokes.
Well, perfect. Perfect. It's always good. No, we always need to have a thorn between two roses.
Two roses, right. All right. Yeah, up the Swannies this week. We got the Bombers at Marvel Stadium on Saturday evening.
And tomorrow night, Friday night, is the TDK Cup.
I beg your pardon?
The TDK Cup, the Tom de Koning Cup versus St Kilda.
There we go. Saints Blues, big game.
There's two people trying in that team of Carlton. It's Georgie Hewitt and Wiedering down back. The rest are just making up the numbers.
I wouldn't be saying
and
that.
If the Tigers lose this week, I'm going to be really dirty.
Well, gentlemen, it's been an absolute pleasure. Episode 49 AC.
Go on, you lads.
We are signing off. We're about to go blank. So thank you for your presence. Thank you for your participation.
Thanks, guys.
Certainly, thank you for your tips. Well done, guys.
See you in the comments on Saturday.
Yes, that's it. The winners are coming, everybody. The winners are coming. Sad day. Let's go.
Salute.